and it's 9 o'clock in the morning on the 13th of September 2014. Moon's nicely in the middle of Taurus, just about to oppose Saturn as I speak in the next couple of hours. So whilst Moon opposite Saturn has its downside, it also brings a great deal of potential for steadiness, stability, consistency, regularity, down-to-earth groundedness. And as I speak, Mars is at 29.5 degrees of Scorpio. So later today, Mars will move into Sagittarius, and that will change the dynamic around a lot of people. Okay, that's the daily astrology. Big picture. Round about now, starting now, this week, we've got the beginning of a trine from Jupiter in Leo to Uranus in Aries. In mythology, Jupiter was the grandson, Uranus is the grandfather. They both despised their son/father, Kronos or Saturn. Various elements of testicle castration going on there amongst these old patriarchal behemoths. Nevertheless, Jupiter astrologically is seen as a generally beneficial aspect, beneficial planet. It's seen as the planet of growth, expansion, self-confidence, development. It regularly goes over the top, reaches mountains made out of molehills, things blown out of proportion, overstretching, overspending, overweight. Because that's what Jupiter does. It's a gas giant. It's got no solidity. There is nothing on Jupiter that you can walk on until possibly you get right to the very centre where there's a million gravities and everything's compressed into diamond, but then you wouldn't want to walk down there anyway. There is no substance to Jupiter, but he does bring growth and expansion, and in that light he's the most positive of energies. Uranus is the planet of change, and change can be radical, disruptive, chaotic, unpredictable, out of the blue, and it can pull the rugs from underneath your feet. But change can also be stimulating and innovative and original and novel, and bring words like freedom and independence and liberty into the equation. Jupiter in Leo, yeah, it's a pretty good position. Jupiter's got no problem with Leo, Leo's got no problem with Jupiter. At worst, it's a neutral position, and Jupiter's more flamboyant, child-like, not childish, but childlike side, and general upbeatness works well with Jupiter. Even when Jupiter and Leo people are down, or Leos are down, Jupiter's still going to come along and go, right, well, I will make it work. I will do this. Jupiter and Leo's giving a lot of people a lot more determination and self-confidence. Uranus in Aries, as I've said a number of times before, is very much about redefining the rights of the individual within the context of group, community, nation, or for that matter, relationship. And Jupiter trine Uranus, starting early mid-September 2014 and carrying on right the way into the middle of next year. 9 months, 8 months, 9 months, yeah, of Jupiter trine Uranus. I'm not going to suggest that this is a lucky aspect, because after all, luck is random. You cannot predict luck, you cannot attract luck, you cannot make luck happen. Luck is random. However, fortune can be manifested. You can make your fortune. You can earn your fortune. You can be fortunate. Dame Fortuna has an active dynamic force about it. You can make your fortune. And with Jupiter trine Uranus, it brings the opportunity for growth in new ways. It brings the breaking down of old ways of thinking, old ways of seeing things, old ways of being, old ways of looking at the future. They're all going out the window. New options are coming in. And particularly when it comes to the economic situation, I suspect that more and more people, at least in the Western world, are going to get off their backsides and become self-employed rather than work in a combine which is stultifying and numbing. The future is in being self-employed for almost everyone, regardless of where you are in the world. And Jupiter trine Uranus is bringing, for most of us, if not all of us, the capacity for hope, enthusiasm, optimism, sensible growth, not wildfire growth, The only danger here is that in the next few weeks, Jupiter trine Uranus can get such a head of steam behind it that it can go over the top, and things can happen far too fast, when in reality, the seeds are being sown now, the fishing loans are being thrown into the future, and we'll start seeing results come October, November, but the real growth, the real positive, long-term expansion and growth that I'm seeing is coming for all of us as a result of this aspect will become clearly evident from May, June of next year onwards. This is, believe it or not, cause for hope. I think that Jupiter Uranus, I'm pinning a lot on it, I know. It's not the only good thing that's coming up. It's one of the main ones. And I think it's going to make a lot more people, not so much devil may care, but it's going to make people much more open to being optimistic, and a few more people's glasses are going to be half full. Jupiter trine Uranus, the aspect of hope. Catch you later. Bye.